Hi everyone, I'm Amena, and welcome to my vlog. Yeah, there are a number of random thoughts on my mind. Uh, Last week, the whole reason we didn't have any vlog was because I was battling a particularly nasty computer virus. Either way, it was one of those things where somehow, some way, it got onto my computer. Most likely when my um, firewall is down for some reason. Um, but either way, it's called Web Companion. And if you notice that virus, that is, it looks like actual software to protect you from viruses, but it isn't. If you notice it, get it off your computer right away. Otherwise, you will be forced to battle that nasty thing. It's also relatively smart. So, yeah, part of the problem was once we figured out what was wrong with my computer, every time I got close to getting it off, it would restart my computer. So, ultimately, I had to reset the darn thing. So, yeah. If it's in your laptop as bad as it was mine, even if you know how to do it going into the desktop, it will restart your entire laptop or your computer. Your best bet is to get in, do a shift restart to go to the alternative way. And you have two options. One, remove and the first one is to uninstall all your programs and apps that did not originally come with this laptop or computer in order to save your files. Go ahead, try that. If that doesn't work, go with resetting it back to factory settings. Yeah, sure, you'll have to reinstall everything that was just uninstalled, minus Web Companion. And, yeah, I wish you luck, because, if you don't do that, you're kinda out of a PC. So, I guess I should say congrats, Lavasoft. We all know, how disreputable you are now. On to the next subject. So, in today's day and age, we have real-life relationships, but we also have virtual relationships. Now, I can understand that if you are miles apart, virtual reality for those relationships tends to work. But usually the virtual partner understands that real life and a real life relationship comes first before a virtual one. Because, well, let's face it, a relationship that is halfway around the world, one party in the Eastern Hemisphere and the other the Western Hemisphere, will not necessarily work. Sometimes it does, and I'm very happy for those love stories that actually do work. But that being said, be honest with your virtual partner or partners, because I will say this, there are instances where a person has more than one relationship. Now, it's okay for some people, but not for everyone. And yeah, the whole monogamy thing, and that's been around for a shorter time than the multiple partners thing. But we won't touch on that. We'll let other people do that. Instead, what I will say is when it comes to relationships, if you have a virtual and a real life relationship with two separate people, they should be apprised of each other. You know, because if the virtual partner is aware of the real life person, that might be a girlfriend or a boyfriend or some sort of significant other, or this person's getting married, if they're good, they'll understand and they'll accept it. As well as the other end, the real life partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, what have you, they should understand that you're having a virtual relationship that won't go any further than the virtual world. Simply because it keeps you company when you have no other way to. But, that being said, if you wind up in a situation where you're able to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, or what have you, and you actually meet your virtual relationship in real life, that's when things get sticky. Whatever you do, make sure you tell the truth to everyone involved. Don't tell them one. Don't tell your um, virtual partner one thing and then follow through on another thing, and then just whatever you do, just tell the truth, because quite frankly, people tend to talk, and yeah, that stuff does get nasty, especially when people's names are dragged in the mud for the sake of getting away with things scot-free. Sorry, you don't necessarily get away scot-free. Okay, enough on that subject. Moving on. So, yeah, I did have a shower before I even started doing this. So, for those of you who are like, wait, is her hair greasy? No, it's wet. And yes, I am very much aware that people have seen greasy hair and wet hair, and greasy and wet oftentimes look exactly the same. But you know what? I want to talk about games. The next episode for Exploring the Multiverse, we'll be continuing the thing for Perfect World. It's Perfect World Redemption, quotation marks, because that's their current update. And yeah, I loved it. But for the series, I'm gonna call them limited series. These will be the series that will be explored a little bit further. Yes, I did get 2 likes for Deep World, so I will be returning to that. And eventually, there will be something more than just Minecraft that's always around. Now, I originally thought that I would do SL Second Life, introduce it somehow through exploring the multiverse, but the more I think about it, that's probably not a good idea. It's essentially a separate thing. It's not really a game per se, just like IMVU is not just a game per se, and yeah, VR chat also falls under the same category. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I might just continue where I left off with Second Life as soon as I'm able to. But yeah, so I'm also going to state this. I think that I really should keep exploring the multiverse more for the free to play games. Because, well, they're free to play. If I do a game in there that is one that you have to purchase, I won't mention it. Don't Starve Together was gifted to me. Talisman Digital Edition was also gifted to me. Those you do have to both buy. But because they were gifted, that's why I did them the way I did. So, there's so many things out there. So many games, so little time. But eventually I will pick some games besides Minecraft, and yes, Minecraft still has a lot to explore. Oh, that reminds me, Hytale. Yes, I've seen the trailers for that. It looks really good. And yeah, I could jump on the bandwagon and do content for it before it's even released. But I would rather have the Hytale game to play and bring you content that way. Because, heck, when you come right down to it, I'm exploring these games, I'm exploring the things I like. Some games I really can't stand. But, that being said, Roblox, Unturned was from Roblox. And yes, Roblox will be addressed in Exploring the Multiverse. Because it is free to play. One other thing. I am going to be looking for RuneScape. Apparently, that is one of the oldest memos out there. And it still exists. Oh my god. So that's going to be interesting to find. I believe we've run out of time, so I'll leave you with this. If you have been enjoying my content, what I've been uploading, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. And as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.
Feel me like a Hellcat.